What do you do when your favorite sunscreen and foundation combo is now discontinued? This is what happened to me just recently with Supergoop, the CC screen. It's 100% mineral CC cream, and it has been discontinued. I thought it was a little strange. I went to Sephora to get a new shade, and they didn't have it anymore. They didn't have it on their website. So I went to Supergoop and I was buying it from them, and I think until their stock ran out, they decided to discontinue it. I'm looking for something that is a skin tint and also a high SPF. This one has 50. It's 100% mineral CC screen. One of the great things about having an SPF that has a color tint to it is that you know you've spread it everywhere throughout your skin. Unlike something like this from Supergoop, which I have a little sample of, this one is clear, so you can't see that where it's going. So this is still fantastic. It's the unseen sunscreen. Some people don't want a color put on their face, but the benefit of it is not only does it even out your skin tone, but you can also see where you've applied it so you didn't miss any space. And because of this, I've had no sunburns on my face. I'm out in the sun, I'm out walking, I'm running, I'm doing things, and this has protected my skin so well throughout the years. I contacted Supergoop and asked them if it's going to come back, if they're going to reformulate the formula. They've done that before. They had a different version and they changed it and added a new formula to it, and they said no, they're recommending their Protec Tint Daily SPF Tint SPF 50 Sunscreen Skin Tint. That is $44 for the bottle. It's not cheap, and I want to try it. I love Supergoop's products, but some of the ingredients in it, when I checked against the folliculitis scout, this is something for people who have acne breakouts, especially the fungal acne, which is a yeast we all have on our skin, but some people are really sensitive to it. I'm one of those people. And if you use products that are fungal acne safe, they're also going to cover acne safe as well, so it covers the whole range. Sometimes some people who have this problem with the acne, the fungal acne, sometimes they can have some ingredients that don't irritate it, but usually it often does. So I ran the ingredients against the fungal acne folliculitis scout website, and there were several different ingredients in it that triggered fungal acne. So I'm very nervous about purchasing it. I don't like returning things. So I went to Sephora and got some samples. If you have a Sephora card, which is free, so you just get like sales and things like that, alerts, I mean, we all know that kind of thing that happens. You can also get 3 samples each time you go. You don't have to purchase anything. At first I thought it was strange that the associate wanted my account before providing the samples, but the good part of it was when I checked my app later, the samples that I got were put on the app so I could easily look up the ingredients and look up all the information. So that was really a benefit to it. So that didn't bother me after all. So I got Supergoop shade 14N, number A, letter A, and she recommended Merit, the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum. My color is 30 Fair Cool, and we're gonna try these today, one on one side of my face, one on the other. I'm really serious about trying to find the right replacement for the Supergoop. I've got as many as I could before they went out, so I just have this tiny bit left. I scraped the bottom of this one. I really like this product a lot, so I'm serious, I'm really disappointed that it's gone. So I scraped with my little tool that I got from Amazon. This thing is amazing. I used it for my skincare. Before I am going to apply this, I already did my skincare, everything as usual, just so I don't have any surprises. And anytime I have something that's running out, if they're in the plastic containers, I open the back and I scrape out as much as I can. I don't want to waste any product, and you know, I'm paying for it for myself. I want every last drop. When this ends, I have one last one, unless I can find some more. I've been finding them at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, TK Maxx, and they have several of them because it's summertime, so obviously they've been discontinued and they're getting that stock in to sell them all out, and I'm fine with it. They work really well, and I've had this one for over a year and it still works so fantastic. My skin has not burned. So I'm having my hopes with the Supergoop. Oh, I hope that works. Let's put my hair back. I've added a couple of drops of the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. I really like how gentle this is, especially for the summer. when the weather is really humid. I think the shades are very forgiving. I have the light shade right now, and sometimes I use my finger and sometimes I use this little Sephora brush that I absolutely love. I wish they came out with more of these. They have a little magnetic tip at the end. I'm going to apply the Supergoop Protec tint to the left side of my face. And the things I'm liking about it from the app, from their website: light coverage, SPF, natural finish, best for dry, combo, and normal skin. It's vegan and fragrance free. I want it to be fragrance free, so that's great. It says it's a buildable coverage, so I like that. SPF 50, I love that. It has Ectoin. I don't know how to say this, but it's the same ingredient that's inside of the Biossance Ectoin overnight serum or overnight cream. I love this product so much. It is very soothing, and that's fantastic if you do have breakouts, irritated skin, rosacea. You want something that is very soothing and tones down the redness of your skin, so that's amazing. It also has hyaluronic acid, infused clay. I'm not sure about the infused clay part, but the hyaluronic acid I love. It's also so supportive of rosacea, acne-prone skin, sensitive skin. The broad spectrum hybrid SPF 50. It's zinc oxide 13.58%. They're very specific. It protects against UVA and UVB rays. Hybrid. Why is it a hybrid of broad spectrum? Let's look at the ingredients. Okay, so it's zinc, so it's not 100% mineral like the CC screen that they had in the past, which is 100% mineral sunscreen. It also has homosalate and I can't say that. So it has those two ingredients as well. So those are, I think they're chemical sunscreens. So that I don't like, but I like that the zinc is the highest part of the sunscreen protection. And I have, I think, enough in here for 1 or 1.5 days. We're gonna do this. Yep, I might, oh, it's very creamy. Yes, it is very creamy. So this actually, oh, this might be more than 1 or 2 applications. That's good, because I know my skin will break out right away if something is really, really irritating. But if something is like suspect, it's a slow grow, I might need a couple of days. So that's good for me to try this for a couple of days. Gosh, I don't want my skin to break out. If you watch my acne skincare videos and you wonder why I say something has broken out my skin, this is what I mean. I'm trying something like this and it's broken out my skin, and I usually don't tell you what it is because I don't want anyone to be like, oh, that's a really bad product, because it might be great for someone with dry skin or normal skin. In this case, I'm going to tell you what's happening. And I'm just using my fingers, just keeping it really, really simple. This is very similar consistency to the Rare Beauty Serum Under Eye Brightener. It is very much a serum, but it is doing some coverage. I love how spreadable this is, and I'm just going to build a little bit more right here where my skin is prone to be extra red. Building really nicely. My nose is very congested. I have really large pores. Anytime I put product or makeup on the nose area, nose to cheeks, it just doesn't smooth on as nicely as maybe like right here. My skin is much more smoother, and this is going on very nicely. Sorry about the bird sounds if you're hearing them. I have a window open and my crow friend who likes to hang out at the window and make a lot of noise. Okay, I'm just going to talk over him. I really like how well that spread on, and the color is a good match. The person at Sephora who was helping me, she was right, because I often go between several different colors. I mix them up, and I do have a very pinkish tone to my skin, and I don't want to add pink to it. I've had people color match me so terribly, like they're literally like, oh, your skin is rosy toned, and they give me a foundation that looks like a blush and it makes it worse. If someone who has rosacea or sensitive skin or acne, you know you want to tone that down. You don't want to match it. Even if your face is covered in red, Don't put red all over your face. We're trying to color that down. So anyone who knows, and the girl who helped me out, the woman who helped me out, she knew, and she had acne issues as well, so she knew that we want to tone that down. So this is a cool neutral tone, and that is going to support any of the hyperpigmentation that I have over here on my skin. The SPF is going to support that, to not let the sun beat down on it even further and darken those scarring marks, which I'm trying to lighten. Next, we're going to try the Merit one. This is the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 45. There's just a slight difference in the SPF count. The thing I like about this is it's cruelty-free, vegan, clean at Sephora, non-comedogenic, SPF, fragrance-free. Clean at Sephora is our commitment to offering effective products without certain ingredients such as parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and mineral oils. You know I hate mineral oil. I'm not putting that on my face, no. So yeah, it's an immediate breakout. That's something that my skin will break out within the day if I have that on my skin. This is a neutral finish, zinc oxide, broad spectrum UVA, UVB protection. It says it has final natural powders, lightweight emollients for a soft velvety finish. I don't know what the final natural powders means. Shouldn't have any talc or anything like that in it, but when I hear powder, I immediately think, is there talc? It's 100% mineral zinc oxide. I love that. I want it to be 100%. It won't cause a white cast because it has a tint to it. There's a bunch of information here that's all pretty good, and they have their clinical research. So I'm just gonna look at the ingredients really quick. It has cornstarch. Okay, that would be the powder finish part. I'm not sure how I feel about that because cornstarch may irritate fungal acne or yeast that's on the skin and have breakouts. Otherwise, I do like cornstarch a lot, as a lot of mineral companies have that as a finisher, and it's really beautiful, and it makes your skin just look blurred and smooth, and it's not talc. It may irritate fungal acne, so we're gonna find out if that happens. I found a couple ingredients on the website, the folliculitis scout, that were also triggers of fungal acne. Unfortunately, really struggling finding something to replace this Supergoop. Compared to the Supergoop is in the pinkish tone area. I'm gonna actually do an up close of that, see if you can see it. So it's a bit more pink than the Supergoop. I prefer it to be a bit more yellow to tone down any of my redness. It's similar to the Supergoop. It's very thin. The Supergoop one is a bit more spreadable, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. I like to put this on my brow bone also. There's a bit of redness there. Anywhere near the eyelid, it will definitely crease, but I'll just be really careful. But this helps with any sunscreen protection on my brow bone as well. This is the positive part about having a sunscreen that has a color, is I can see where I'm putting it, and I really honestly don't get sunburns now because it's applied everywhere on my skin, and I can see that I didn't miss a spot. First comparison, they feel the same. In general, same coverage, and I could build upon both of them. They're so thin that you can build and build, and I really like that. It's not as thick as the CC screen. Once you put this on, it's just like a bit thicker, a bit drier, but it feels really protective. It feels very glowy, and I love that there's a glow. I definitely see a difference in color with the Merit versus the Supergoop, but those are just the color matches, and like I mentioned, the Merit has a little bit more of a pinkish tone, and the Supergoop is a little bit more yellow. And seeing them together, I can definitely see that. And looking at the mirror, I'm going to turn this off. I don't see a big difference, but it just is a tiny bit right here. I can tell a little bit. And I think within an hour, because of how oily my skin is, the oils will come out in my skin and it will settle down. If anything changes drastically and it looks very, very different, I'll mention it. I'll be outside as well, and I'll look at myself in a mirror just to see what it looks like, which I usually don't do, but I'll take a mirror and just look and see if there's a big difference as far as it looks. And that's the whole point. I really want to make sure I'm wearing this outside. It looks natural. Nothing looks unusual or odd, especially if I have my skin breaking out and I have blemishes and I'm covering them and I want to protect them from the sun. I don't want to draw attention to it and be like, oh, she has a lot of makeup on her face. That's why I do more natural, try to have like a more natural look, because I already have something that is breaking out or looking bumpy or whatever. I don't want to draw more attention to it, and this type of product really helps a lot. So I'll give you an update on how it's going and how it's feeling. but more importantly, if it's broken my skin out. And because looking at how much I have left, I think I can do this each maybe 3 days. Quick interruption, this is day 4 of using this. I meant to publish the video on Thursday, but I'm going to go and extend it a little bit longer because I wanted to keep using the product and have an immediate update that none of the breakouts have happened, any of the acne breakouts that I was worried about. And in fact, none of my pores on my nose, which clog pretty much every single day, they didn't clog any different than usual. They were actually, it was a little bit less than normal. So for both sides, I did on this side with the Supergoop, so side A or my left side, have a few little bits of breakouts on my forehead right here. And that is the fungal acne, it's the yeast acne, it's the Malassezia. I can never say it right, but that's why I just say fungal acne, but it's the yeast we have in our skin, and it gets overproductive and creates this like itchy acne that's like really hard to see, but when you have it, you know you have it, and it's itchy and it's really like obvious in the light. Regular acne, it is not producing or causing any regular acne issues. I have it all over here, nothing's happening. I even brought it down to my neck, and no breakouts, but I do really love it. I think it's a great product for people with oily skin, sensitive skin, rosacea, dry skin. But if you have really sensitive issue with fungal acne, I might avoid it until you do a tester to see if it will irritate your skin. This is the side with merit, and I think I have 1 day left. It is also really fantastic. I'm loving it so much. No red skin, no peeling skin, no irritation, and the most important thing is both sides have complete sun protection. When I was out in the sun all 3, well, this will be the 4th day, so it's raining, so Saturday raining, of course. In New England, it rains on Saturday and it's beautiful during the week. I think going with the Merit, it's cost a little bit less. It hasn't irritated any acne up here on my forehead or on the rest of my face. Yeah, I'm really loving it.